Hi, everybody, and welcome to the chair. Will do the Raider Weekly, and as you see behind me, I will preview the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. And the reason I have those uniforms up there, I love running backs, so I grew up collecting throwback jerseys of running backs. I have a lot more. Barry, Jim Brown, McFadden, and those are just just a few to name. But these two behind me not only have the same number, but uh, played with played amazing. I loved watching uh, films and growing up with them and seeing how they ran and played, and they both were just amazing to see. So that's why I put them up today, and that's why they're both. I guess they're both playing each other. So, and this game in London, as the Bears are 3-1 and the Raiders are 2-2. Of course, the Bears last week they defeated Minnesota in what seemed like easy fashion, but nothing, of course, is ever easy. But Skull 219, I think, put it. Kirk Cousins is just awful. He For Minnesota, their quarterback, he's just bad. He's starting to turn into Joe Flacco in a way, but without the ring, I guess. But so the Bears had to win at home. The Raiders, it was one of those games that they got off early to a great start and then ended up holding on and winning. Again, nothing ever came easy, but the defense did so well after a while. Um, First interception of the season was a pick to score a touchdown that was much needed after a while because of the final. It was only by 8, so luckily there was not enough time for the Colts to come back. And fortunately, I don't have to take a shot. So there it is. Don't have to take a shot because the Raiders ended up winning somehow. So it's good for me and my body, probably. Even though I'm going to an Oktoberfest tonight, I should say. So you know. Uh, God be with my kidneys and all that, and we'll see what happens. So I'll see Todd and them and everybody uh, today, and hopefully 10 a.m. on Sunday. Like I said, the Raiders and the Bears will play in London, um, and the Raider defense again. They look great, and the Bears have a backup quarterback going, Chase Daniel, and he's prepared. There's no doubt uh, to come in. Mitchell Trubisky will not play, fortunately, for the Raiders, but Chase Daniel is ready somehow. Got to pressure him. Got to pressure um, him into errant throws. Has Allen Robinson uh, on the outside, but I think if the secondary could shut him down, there won't be a lot of targets. They do have a backup running back named David Montgomery, but now he's taken over for Cohen for the Bears. We'll see what happens with the game on Sunday with the running game with the Bears. Uh, as you know, there's been a lot of teams that can run on the Raiders, but the Raiders have started now to run with Josh Jacobs, a rookie, had another great game uh, against the Colts last week. And so far, he's rushed for 307 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also had 3 catches for 57 yards. And all this leads rookies in total yards from scrimmage after 4 weeks. So, he's one of those draft picks that uh, Khalil Mack, we got to talk about him, where he's saying the right things, but in his mind and heart that this is a revenge game because he sees Gruden on the other side, that traded him, that said, hey, if you're not going to be on our program, we're going to have to get rid of you. Um, and unfortunately, that's what happened. And the Raiders did get, a lot of draft picks back, but uh, there's really no one, maybe except Aaron Donald for the LA Rams, that can play defense like Mack. Those two are just amazing. Uh, the offense game is what the NFL is all about now, but there's, 5 or 6 players out there defensively that can stall your drives and, sack fumbles and interceptions. And Khalil Mack is one of those guys, and unfortunately, the Raiders don't have him anymore. And it's just sucks. Every time I think about it, it's just, uh, I wish we had him. And, unfortunately, I don't know what John Gruden was thinking. Just, hey, got to be in our program. Gotta be there. But expect Khalil Mack to have a great game. Um, the offensive line, Colton Miller has to somehow corral Mack, double team him. Somehow has to shut him down. But the whole Bears defense, Eddie Jackson, Keem Hicks, his status is questionable at the moment. But their whole line, the backups, Raquan Smith will be back for him. Uh, they're they're very defensive, to say the least. If you ask Washington how that happened, about 2 Mondays ago, where they were just outplaying Washington, and really in all phases of the game. Taylor Gabriel, of course, is another receiver offensively that can make a big play happen for the Bears. Cohen can go outside, but like I said, the 10-year veteran with Chase Daniel, he's ready to go. He was decent in his role coming in for an injured Trubisky last week, and we'll see how he does against the Raider defense. Hopefully, he doesn't have uh, a good game, but we'll see. The Raiders, of course, are without middle linebacker Vontez Perfect. He's been suspended for the rest of the season with the helmet hit on Jack Doyle. And there's reports that there was another hit that was illegal. So I guess just a repeated offender was getting his. And, I, I can bet that the players' union will have a say in it. And I don't know if we'll see Perfect again this year with the Raiders, but uh, some team's going to give him a chance. I don't know who, but New England's always out there looking for someone. Of course, we know that with Antonio Brown. But all in all, I don't see the Raiders winning this game, and it's just it'll be tough. I mean, the Raiders, they don't do well on the road, and they haven't done well internationally. And going to London, I don't know. I don't see it, but hopefully it'll come down to like a field goal, and they get to Chase Daniel. They block his passes, but gotta remember Khalil Mack's on the other side with that great defense. Whomever is out there with him. Uh, Again, getting Roquan Smith back for the Bears, that'll be a big key in the game. It'll be tough, but it'll be a reunion for Khalil Mack that will be edged in his head forever. And you know he's going to rock and roll. You know he's going to be out for revenge and out for um, everything that he wants to prove to John Gruden, Mark Davis, all these guys. So as advertisement plays, but I'd have to say the final score would probably be probably be a little bit out of reach for the Raiders. I'd probably say 24-10 if I'm being realistic like I am. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm really realistic uh, and again, my hashtag, I gotta write that down and put it somewhere, but my hashtag is, or not hashtag, but the @ is James P. Gon. It's my name and then PGON. You find me on there and you know tweet back and forth or whatever you want to do. Talk Raiders, talk whatever. Uh, but if somehow the Raiders win, I won't have to do my shot. You know, I won't have to do anything except be very surprised and have a glow on my face if the Raiders do win. So as I play this song as we go out, uh, it'll be a reunion, and it might not be very nice for the Raiders, but we'll see. Hope for the best, and hope next week that we're talking about a win, not a loss. Any way you get a W, get it. So that's been a quick Raider Weekly. Nothing but the best to everybody out there. With your games out there. Love the chat on Sunday with anybody about the game, and we'll see you then. We'll see you on the chair episode. We'll probably go through the week 5 action and hopefully some good results on my picks. There's a lot of there's some easy games, and then there's some toss-up games that I still don't know about, and that's been the first 4 weeks. Just randomness, but if you're really bad, you're really bad. And somehow the Raiders, 2-2. The Bears with their injury issues, 3-1. This will be one of the highlighted games, I think, on Sunday for sure. And start of international games for the season, already in week 5. So this has been a chair. I've been James, and this has been Raider Weekly previewing week 5. And we'll see you next time on the chair.